Are you an engineer looking for your next contract?
And also to promote, showcase the fantastic parts you've been manufacturing?
Then you must watch today's Swarf and Chips Network Takeover Show. Right, well, what can I say? They let Gio and Colin out on the road to visit some MTD Network clients.
I'm going to have to interject there. Anybody ever been in a car with Gio? Don't do it.
Yeah. We got undertaken a few times.
Undertaken?
Yeah, just undertaken. Just a few times. He's a great driver, but we did get undertaken a few times. He's brilliant. Now, those of you who don't know what MTD Network does, in very simple terms, it enables engineers to promote themselves and also to get them more work. It brings the inquiries and the engineers together.
Well, nice and simple. You make it sound simple. It is very simple. So the website, you got red button, people could put their quotes on there. Blue button, join the network, fantastic. And we've had some people join recently. Vision Engineering, what a machine shop. Monard, great guys there. Kevin and Martin, L&R Precision as well. So just a few have joined us recently. But if the wonders of magic, they could showcase parts they're doing. So for example here, well, I'm going to go here. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at this. Do you have any knowledge of tiny parts, Colin?
No comment, but Empire Manufacturing do, fantastic. So that is a coin there, you can just about see that. Stratos Precision, loads of parts, always putting out what they're doing on here, so it's great. And here, this is at Cal & Co, Matt Shearer and a Doosan machine. The guy who manufactured this, first time he'd used CAM software, brilliant part. So it's just a way of showcasing what you do.
So you're showcasing what you do and showcasing your capacity. So you got a new machine, a contract comes in, voila.
Voila, indeed.
Voila.
I didn't know you spoke German.
Yeah.
There you go. But contracts, we've got one, the bit coming up later, £250,000 contract.
Wow, okay, we're talking about that later on. So in this show, we are taking a look at what your peers are up to. So first stop, Ferocity in Cheltenham.
Right, as you know, I travel around the country all the time. I'm in Cheltenham, I've done a drive-by, Ferocity, fantastic company. Been going about 7 years. You can see behind me, impressive machine shop, XYZ Starlids and things like that, but great endorsement of investing, new technology, but also MTD Network, because they've won a £250,000 contract via MTD Network, which is absolutely fantastic. I would normally do a walk round, but they're all busy, I don't want to get in the way. But it's not just about this machine shop, which is impressive in itself, there's more.
Yes, there is more. In the last 7 years, they've invested over £2 million into this fantastic state-of-the-art facility with some of the latest investments in the latest technology and innovations, which include the vari-axis, fifth-axis machine tools. This is a real success story and really goes to show what is possible with the right investment.
Yeah, Colin, absolutely. I think it is so important. It isn't about investment, but I do think these incredible investments have been made, but they do take time as well.
And a friendly bank manager sometimes.
And a friendly bank manager. Right, next, an old favourite, Richard at L&R Precision. Let me get that right. L&R Precision.
Let's just clarify. L&R Precision, it's Richard.
Who's milling around with his DMG Mori purchase. Get it? Milling around.
I wanted to showcase L&R Precision in Quedgeley because it's about time-served engineers, great skills, investment and also automation. So here you've got sliding head machines. So people might think it's robot arms and things like that, but sliding head machines are a great way of automating. And great examples here, these components. So you're sort of manufacturing these maybe 3 or 4 a minute, but you can leave the machine running 24/7. So that's just making money for you all the time. And it's not just a simple part, they're relatively simple, but more complex parts. Here, you've got a bit of wobble broaching if the camera can pick that up. But on the other side, you've got some eccentric turning, so slightly off-centre, only slightly off-centre, a little cam for a window. So that's a great example there. So automation, investment, engineering skills, but it's not just about the turning. We're going to have a look at some milling as well.
Yes, they have recently won a very large milling contract directly off the back of MTD Network. This really illustrates to me the secrets, or one of the secrets behind their success. The longevity of the company revolves around the variety of work that they can offer their clients.
Well, before we do the network show and any of the Swarf and Chip shows, I get sent the videos prior to so I can make notes, I can do my research. And I did some research. So back in 2017, they had the 355 turning centre, a mini mill, a turn mill and the Citizens, but it did not show the DMG Mori purchase. Of course, over time, but it just proves that was only 3 years ago, and now
less than
where they are.
Absolutely. Well, where they are, so they've got one sliding section, the milling section, but they're moving to new premises. It wasn't quite ready when we got there, so we are looking forward to going out and seeing Richard and the team very, very soon. But it's a great example of time-served engineers who know their, not saying that every other engineers don't, but they know their stuff and they love a challenge. And that's how they're winning business on the network as well, because there are a few challenging quotes on there, but they love it. And the biggest challenge ever was maybe teaching me to make something anyway.
Teaching you to make something. They let you loose on a machine.
Watch, and I learnt of the day, and then we're all going home. So I'm winding it in.
Make sure you move out the way of the camera.
Yeah, relatively close. Start it up.
Yeah.
Whoop, a bit closer, I think. There we go. Turn it off.
Yeah. Reverse.
Reverse it.
Right, good job.
Engineering 101. This made my first ever piece of engineering.
Yeah.
What can I say, Richard?
Easy, yeah.
Do you need an apprentice?
I'm out of the job.
I think you're safe. On that
Yeah,
side of things.
how's it go? How's it go?
I didn't lubricate it. I've got to lubricate it.
Oh, you did it first. That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
right. Oh,
Just in case. It's easy to forget.
easy forgotten. That's where all the big crashes happen. Lucky they're not selling that to anybody. And if you do get a dodgy looking...
So worst thing what happened.
So what did they do with that part afterwards? It wasn't scrap, was it? No?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I know what, engineers, I see that very simple bit of tapping, but that's the first actual bit of engineering I've ever done. I know you think, whoa, yeah, he's a top set.
No, but you know what? Everyone who's watching this, right, has been there and done that. It's like, I always say this, you know when you're on the road and you might get angry, a learner driver.
Or
right?
Geo.
Or Geo. Oh, gosh. Poor Geo. But you were there once, and I think sometimes people forget it. And actually, sometimes when you see something like that, it proves that engineering is not easy.
Absolutely, it's not. That was very simple. I like the coolant though. That was one of my old toothbrushes. Horrible. Next thing though, that ties in with the series we do, Blast from the Past. Engineers love their old machines. We've got some crackers coming up. So one of the first robots from the 70s, like a CNC robot, things like that, coming up soon. So there you go.
When I'm out and about, I've got some pictures I want to send you about some back.
Actually, talking of pictures, your Zeus books. Now, people, we've been out, we've seen Zeus. Well, it is an engineering essential. So what I did was the other day, we did with our social media guru, Lyndsey. Gina, get her name right. Said, Gina, why don't you do this as a competition? Where's Wally?
Yes, yeah.
Where's Zeus?
Colin?
Can you stop
carry
this,
on,
please?
carry on.
Where's Zeus in the machine shop? Sent the picture out, and the engagement has been phenomenal. Engineers were straight onto it. I made it a little bit too easy. We've got about 16 winners of Swarf and Chips goodie bags, so it's going to cost us a fortune, but it was worth doing.
It's worth it.
So watch his space for more Where's Zeus?
I like it. Right, and hopefully we'll see more of those. Anyway, right, almost last but not least, Stratos Engineering, a company who's invested in a Citizen and it's transformed their company.
Why invest in all the latest innovations and technology? Well, at Stratos Precision Engineering, I can tell you exactly why they have and what effect it's had on their business. Recently, they invested in a new Citizen sliding head, the L32 with LFV technology. Now, what has this done to the business? Well, it's opened up new marketplaces, it's enabled them to run 24/7 unmanned, and it's given them consistency in all the different parts they make in whatever material they wish to make them in. It's transformed their business and it's made them competitive, not just in the UK, but globally.
Guess what I'm going to do? Ad hoc. If you want to win another Swarf and Chips goodie bag, we're going to give it away. Not our cycle time challenge this week, but where do you see in our show, the Zeus Book, you've got to put the time stamp of when you saw it at the bottom of the video. And if you get it right, then you can win a Swarf and Chips goodie bag. There you go, the 16 gone. Well, get your guesses in the comments box below for you to win a Swarf and Chips goodie bag. Good luck. Right, last but by no means least, hot off the press, Colin, what's that?
Well, we have mentioned it. Big contract, Ferocity. We did a drive-by, did some videos there, but we did sort of ambush Nick and find out what had been going on.
It's impressive.
So yeah, here's a bit of breaking news. As I said, we've just done a quick drive-by of Ferocity in Cheltenham. Nick, what have you just told us, eh?
So we've had some good news. We started quoting a part from the MTD Network just before Christmas, and last week we had an order for £230,000 come through.
Let's just reiterate that. How much was it?
230,000.
What a great big smile on your face. There you go, MTD Network, fantastic contract and a fantastic company, Ferocity in Cheltenham.
Look at the smile on your face. You're like gloating. You're like, yeah, baby.
Well, I'm on commission on that. It's a 10% clause. No, it's not
If only.
Absolutely no. You get an inquiry come through the network, you get on with it. If you want to quote for it, if you want to win it, it's entirely up to you.
Yeah, you've had some real success, to be fair.
We have.
So £230,000, not bad. And a lot of other engineers will get contracts.
Well, they're engineers.
Will get contracts like this as well.
Yeah. I must realize they might not be that big. We've got to
but other contracts as well.
Definitely, absolutely. That's the whole point of doing it. Well, the whole point of doing network plus promoting them as well.
Yeah, okay. But it's not just all about the contracts, is it, Colin?
I don't know. What else is there to say?
Monard?
Yeah, they joined us recently. And MTD Precision and Vision Engineering. There you go. We've got some great videos coming out. Actually, not undermining what Monard and Clay do, because we haven't done videos with them, but we went out to Vision Engineering. What a machine shop. They've got some fantastic, they've got a Kitamura, 5-axis work on a 4-axis machine. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. They've got some Mazaks. These Mazaks I've not seen before. Fantastic machines. And Hydrofeed have done a bespoke solution for getting the parts
Automation work, collection, part collection.
Absolutely. And not only that, our channels are growing. They were growing really well before, but Gina, our social media guru, if I can say guru. She does our weekly social show. It's a little bit crazy at times. That's down to, well, Gina.
You
but,
as well.
No, they won't let me on it. I'm probably not crazy enough. And our great editor as well.
And when does that come out?
That comes out, oh, blimey. Thursdays. Every Thursday, you'll get an email, but it's on all our digital media channels as well.
Yeah.
But it's just a bit of light-hearted entertainment.
That's what we need.
But it's also showcasing what the engineers are doing. Bit of slow-mo. Engineers love the slow-mo of cutting, for example.
We all
like that.
do.
Yeah,
all I ever see on my Instagram is just slow-mo of Swarf and Chips and everything. It's brilliant. I love it.
Is it engaging though?
Pardon?
Is it engaging?
Yes, absolutely.
That was a
Right, if
rhetorical
you
question.
have got any videos that you would like to send in to us for any of our channels, we would love to hear from you. The pictures of what you're doing, what you're proud of, please send them in. And if you want to join the network,
get in contact with me.
There you go.
Or hit the blue button on the website.
There we go. Thank you so much, Colin. And what do we always say at the end of the show? I'll let you say it. Go on.
Keep those spindles turning.